Welcome back, friends, with Let's Play Port Royal 2 with Lord Cucumber. Well, got some good news, got some bad news. The bad news is that I accidentally swapped out my captain of my current fleet, made out of two sloops, which one is an escort sloop and the other a trader sloop. The good news is, however, that I now have finally figured out how to get ourselves some cannons. Also joining us, I don't know if he's going to make any noise, is my cat, Seti. He's sitting next to me on one of my stools, and he's been very chatty this evening, so if you hear him meowing in the background, it's him. Yeah, he's looking at me like, why are you talking to me? Anyway. Alright, I'm just gonna leave port and sail around because we have business in Grand Bahama. You wouldn't say, but yes we do. Because in Grand Bahama, they have something that I want. And I'll tell you what it is. It is cannons and crewmen. There we go. We're just gonna sail into the harbor real slowly so that we have time. Because I'm going to show you where that little sneaky button is that we needed last time to actually buy cannons and crew members and all that. You see that over here? The goods and cargo switch, the last button at the bottom. I'm going to click it now. Watch this. Pop pop, and there we are. Look at that. Ooh, they have really nice cannons here and they're cheap as well. That's good. That's excellent even. Let's see how much cannons we can fit. 14 cannons maximum on this sloop. That's a little bit much. I think I'm gonna go for 10 first. Just, well, I can't even put in more on it because I don't have any more room. That's good to know. Alright. Well, in that case, we simply won't go for that. But we will take all the ammo that we can get. There we go. Some of this. Yeah, make it 18. And this also. It's also 18. And we'll bring some crewmen, obviously. Gonna have to pay them, but well. Not much to do there, about 24 of them. There we are. Give them something to fight with. Let's say 12 of these and another 12 of these. There we are. Yeehaw! There are 9 workers needed in town. We can probably get, if there's a surplus of settlers, we can probably take them from one town to another. So that's also great. We're going to do that later on. But first, we're going to do some proper trading. Because we can sell our sugar here for profit, I think. Well, slight profit, not an immense profit. And, okay. That's it for now, I guess. Alright. Well, we can go for some more cannon, perhaps. Make that 10. Yep. That's the maximum that I can carry presently. And we'll also take on these sailors. Up to the maximum. How much do they actually cost? Whoa, I can take all of them. Why not? We need sailors. Close that. And alright. We choose the waters. What are we carrying? Wood. And there's a rum shortage there. There's meat. I really should go into the meat business. I'm still convinced that it's gonna make me a very, very, very rich merchant trader. In any case, we're just gonna simply move in here like this. Oh, speed is a bit high. We don't want to pay our men for stuff they haven't done. Okay. They're not really that. They don't really have great prices for tools here. I'm gonna sell them some spies and some Chinese. There we are. Just for the cash. Alright, what do they produce here? They produce more wood and more fruit. Right? Yeah, yes. Hellos. Leave town. Go to Andros. Now I've had a question of a viewer, and well, it was more a remark. He said that the Dutch flag is very much like the French flag, and he wondered that if I was visiting French towns, because I said, "Hey, Frenchy," or something similar in one of my previous videos. I don't remember saying it, but I guess I did. But I probably did that because there was a French trader passing, and I can imagine that on the scale of YouTube you can't even make out the little flags here. So I'm not sure, by the way, if my mouse pointer is right now working as it should. Oh, look at that! That's gonna make nice profits. There we are. Anyway, in any case, the Dutch and the French flag are fairly similar, and that has everything to do with the fact that the French took a revolutionary flag, a bit like ours actually. I mean, the flag that we had was also the flag of revolution versus the Spaniards in the 17th century, and the French had their own revolutionary flag in the 18th century. They abdicated their king, threw him right off the throne, and beheaded him. We never had to resort to that. We only had to kick out the Spaniards, which was Spaniards, ew, yuck, ugh. I'm sorry if there's any Spaniards watching. Please ignore that. But in any case. Oh, and let's see. So nope, we're not gonna sell that here. I'm very sorry, but you guys are just too darn poor. No, really. I'm not even going to make any profit selling this, so I'm leaving. Bye. Yeah, I know you need rum. It's the only thing missing from the party is rum. And there's some wood shortage in Charleston. Oh, that's nice. Okay. There we go. Oh, wait. No, we can do this. We can do this. We can make more money. Money. They need food. I'll sell all of it. There we are. And what do they have that is relatively attractive? They have a lot of tools here. Sheesh. Look at that. How much for the tools? Okay. I guess. We'll bring the spices as well. Going to the typical Dutch spice trade. There we are. Close and off with you. And we'll head to Turk Islands. See if they want any of our stuff. Hope so. And hopefully we can get a mission there from our local administrator or viceroy, governor, whatever, I don't care. And then I'm hoping that I can get a letter of marque from him eventually. Well, anyway. And what can we sell here? They're producing fruit, they're producing everything I'm carrying. That is just typical. Okay, well, oh no, look at the price of those tools. Damn you. Right. Okay. Just trade with the enemy, or rather the English. English could be enemy. They might be really poor and needy. We're just gonna pretend they're really needy. There we go. And they need meat. Meat's a luxury product. So once they require meat, then you know what's going on. They generally are, well, that's not even gonna yield profit. Look at that. Oh well, just have to lose the fruit. Lose the fruit, man. And they have cigars. I know it's not rum. I know it's not something else, but I don't have my choice. Okay. Something is killing settlers here. There's settlers dropping in Nassau, Cat Island, Enterg Island, so that means there's less people to sell to. That's bad. That is a bad thing. Alright, just gonna go see if we can Tortuga, see if they have any ideas on what they need. And they are properly stocked. Even in fruit. Yeah. I guess my influence on the region is a little bit larger than I expected. Right, I'll just sail back to Andros and see if we can ditch some of our stuff there. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find a new market or something else to do, which is fine. I mean, there's more than enough stuff to be done here. So cut down on. Oh my God! Look. Yes, monies. Oh, that was the end of it. Ditch that. Ditch all of that. Ditch it. Oh, wow. Oh, look at that. I can just fill my hold with stuff. And I mean a lot of stuff. Look at that. Excellent. I'll do that. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, and I can ditch my fruit here for small profits. Oh, you can have that. Okay. I'm gonna see what else I'm just gonna bring this. Look at that. That is excellent. Alright. Okay. Well, I don't know where they need dye, but I'm gonna make sure they get it. Still have some spices. Hey guys. How's that? I'm stimulating the economy. Anyone else want in? There we go. Let's see if they need stuff. Oh, spices. They need spices. I'll sell you all my spices. Why not? Or at least some of it. There we go. Okay, you don't need that. You don't need that here. You don't need that. You're actually producing some stuff that I'm carrying. Bad. Go to Eudothera. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I've never actually been to the Keys. I'd love to do it sometime. I might get lucky someday. I have a fairly rich spouse. Yes. No, I mean, why not? All the flax, hemp, whatever. Oh, you want cigars? Yeah, that's unfortunate because I'm not gonna give you my cigars if you make for such crappy prices. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going into the fruit business either. Okay, this is interesting though. Right, we are now on our way to Grand Bahama. Hopefully, we'll get a little richer. That's the problem with all these people. I really should go into the meat business real soon because it's needed. It is really needed. It's awesome. Just gonna sell my cigars right here and all of this. Look at that. There we go. That's still profitable. That's still profitable. That's still profitable. I sold all of that for quite a bit of profits. Okay, that's good. That is excellent. What else do they produce? Rope and clothing. But they are very low on clothing right now. Alright. I'm just gonna try and ditch our spice and all the other stuff now. Cat Island, I guess. Oh, look at Charleston. Charleston needs cotton. We've got some cotton. Go on, sail. Move, sail, do it. Get going. And now they need grain. Well, I'm quite sure that they still need cotton, though. Yep, they still need tucks. There we go. And they actually need this. That's excellent.